Time now for our community update on this Thursday. Joining me now are Green Bay Police Chief Chris Davis and Sergeant Sean Hamill. Thank you both for being here today. We're going to talk first about traffic safety, especially with daylight saving time. It gets dark so early now. So everyone, drivers, walkers, cyclists, needs to keep some things in mind when it comes to safety. Chief, let's start with you. What do pedestrians need to know?
Well, obviously it might not be the most fashionable thing, but the more visible you can be, the better. The idea is, if you're a pedestrian, to stand out from your surroundings. So think about if you're going to be out walking after dark, wearing clothes that enable you to be seen. Not a super great fashion statement, but reflective stuff really helps so those drivers can pick you out from what's along the side of the road.
Absolutely. And then Sergeant Hamill, talking about crosswalk laws, there are a few different things to go over here when it comes to keeping people safe. A big one, first we're going to start with, when should drivers stop with a crosswalk?
So motorists are required to yield to pedestrians and crosswalks, both marked and unmarked crosswalks, and then stop prior to the crosswalk, or if there's a white line on the road marking a stop line, stop prior to that.
And a big one, I talked to you about this in the break, that I think a lot of people don't know about. How long should they be stopped when someone is then in that crosswalk?
So they should remain stopped until the pedestrian is safely out of the crosswalk.
So even if they're out of your way in the road, make sure they get across
Correct.
safely. Okay. Anything else you would like to add about keeping safe with walking or being on the roads this time of year?
A good thing to talk about is modeling good driving behavior. So the common thought is that teens begin to learn how to drive when they go to driver's ed. In all reality, when that car seat is turned from the rear face into a front, your children are watching you and watching your driving habits. So make sure you're modeling good behavior by wearing your seatbelt, not being distracted by things such as a cell phone, abiding by the speed limit. So then they're developing those good habits. So when it's their turn to begin to drive, they have the good habits instilled.
Absolutely. Switching now over to holidays, it's almost here. We're talking about gifts and safety with those. A big one that can come in handy in the winter, especially in Wisconsin, is remote start. So what's your take on this, Chief? Do they help? What's your opinion?
So with the weather starting to cool off, it's the time of year where I come in here and remind people, don't leave your car running with the keys in the car. If you can get it, remote start is great because the car can't be driven until the keys are actually put in it. Still a good idea to leave the car locked if you use your remote start to warm your car up in the morning. But whatever you do, don't just go out and turn the car on and leave the keys in it, because we get cars stolen like that every year.
Just asking for problems, right? All right. And then lastly here, these are growing in popularity, e-bikes. Sergeant Hamill, what are your thoughts on those?
So when you're out shopping for e-bikes, make sure you're buying one that's safe and road legal for your child. In Wisconsin, an e-bike is required to have functional pedals, a max wattage of 750 watts or less, and then a max speed of 28 miles an hour. And that's if over 16. If riders under 16 have to have a different class of e-bike that has a max speed of 20 miles an hour. And then when they're riding, make sure they're wearing a helmet, abiding by all traffic laws, using pedestrians, and then register it with the City of Green Bay. We have a bike license that you can get at our front desk for free. That helps us return it to rightful owner if it's lost or stolen. But just make sure you're getting the proper one that's safe, because we see some that are at way too much power and too much speed and dangerous.
Definitely want to stay safe. All right, thank you both for joining us this morning.